Working as intended.
Whee! Alright, heavy modular frames. I kept it on overnight, so we have some stuff, but I didn't keep it overnight, like multiple days. So we have a few heavy modular frames plus computers.
Okay, so part of way there.
But the heavy modular frames, it looks like we got a number of stacks, so that'll be helpful. I see you brought steel all the way back here.
Yeah, I figure what... Oh, I must have started on heavy frames then.
Yes, you did. And then we need this finished off.
Because, yeah, right now I'm working on computers.
I'm just going through all the milestones and just dumping in what I can. I need some more motors. Motors. We need some plastic brought in.
Oh, by hand.
That's all the plastic I found here. So I tested making a hypertube booster. Because I use the same steel spot.
Okay.
Travel time is 5 seconds.
Oh, yes.
But there's also 5 seconds going into the initial booster and 5 seconds coming out of it. Also need some rubber. Yeah, I don't see rubber here. So before you press the big red button, can you bring back a bunch of rubber and plastic and then shove it into all the milestones so we can just send the milestones off as they come back?
Will do.
I had so many heavy modular frames just from getting the hard drives that I think I finished off all the milestones that needed them. Alright, that one's finished the steel. How many more computers do we have? None. So if you have any computers, you can bring them back to finish off a few as well.
No, I'm fresh out of computers, and that's what I'm working towards right now, is getting the Caterium for the computers.
You don't need Caterium for computers?
That's the recipe I'm using.
Where are you building computers?
Over at Petroleum.
Do you have a Caterium vein over there, or do you want me to bring some over?
I'm searching for one right now.
Because there's a Caterium, the quick wire here, one that we've barely used, and it's a pure node.
Is it at base?
Yes, it's just north of base.
I'm almost to setting up a miner, so I'm pretty close to having one.
Man, research complete. There's the iron wire one. All the regular modular frames are gone from base. They were all used in making heavy modulars.
Definitely, definitely never upped production appropriately to keep up.
But I don't want to consume all the steel encased beams too, because those are used to make the, belts. Should also start looking at getting some of these parts done. For that, of course, we need rubber and plastic. A lot of rubber. So do we have some good rubber production yet?
We have a good stockpile, so it might be worth it to start getting it back to main base or producing those parts and shipping them and storing them to haul them to base.
I'm just going to actually come up and pick up some rubber. And is there plastic over there as well?
Yeah, there's a stockpile of rubber and plastic.
I'll just bring some rubber and plastic back. Take the scenic hypertube. Oh, right. Can you make 100 fuel canisters once we get the... Oh, I guess we have to get the packager first. I'll send that out right away. I still like the little bump. It's like, there's a ramp here. Alright, I see the rubber here. Where's the plastic?
Should be right beside it. Just in the container beside it.
There's no, it's clogged up because the heavy oil residue isn't used for anything?
That would make sense.
And it's all the plastic was all being consumed for circuits as well?
Well, that sucks. That makes sense.
So we can finish off some rubber stuff, but we need more plastic. Alright, let's finish off. Put some rubber into the milestones. I'm just going to need a ton of rubber for... One of the parts, I think, takes like 6,000 or 7,000 rubber. Ooh, better quartz crystals. Have you made a rifle yet?
No rifle.
You want one?
Yes.
The rifle's way better now. The ammo is so much more, like, stack efficient.
Okay, we are starting to stockpile computers. So that was bringing back plastic was next.
Yes, and we were out of plastic over there.
Okay, I have a little bit kicking around my inventory.
I also want to save some hard drives, because once we get to tier 7, we need to open up bauxite to get the blender to get the diluted fuel recipe. Don't entrance them yet. They need to have the what is it? The hypertubes in between them first. But I ran out of copper sheets, so I'm going to get some more. Actually, can you go to the other side and make a wall so you don't go flying off once you reach the other side?
Will do. I left plastic in the container. Your emergency wall is up.
Alright, did you want to test the hypertube?
I'll be making a parts run back soon, so I'll be excited to check it out.
How many fuel generators do you have going?
I just built the first one, and then I'm running back to base to get the heavy frames and everything to build more. And once that's done, we'll have reliable plastic flow. Yeah, when we finished off last time, needed computers to build generators. So I started on the computer production.
When you come back for your parts, your rifle is in the hub chest?
This is impressive to make it to computers or make it to trains without using trucks. That tube works great.
So how's computer production going?
I am now upgrading our oil production to keep up. And making sure our oil generators have a reliable supply. So there's enough computer stockpile to do the train tech. Just need to bring them back to base. I like the ricochet effect when hooking up a new oil pipeline where it's like oil is flowing backwards. No, now it's flowing forwards.
You know you can copy and paste things in the machines, right?
Yeah, I'm kind of on the fence how useful it is or how quick it is, but
I mean, you just control C, Control V.
I feel like there's a little bit of a lag on it on my end for some reason.
Oh, can you do me a favor? Can you sync a few things and then buy ladders?
I was wondering what to sync. Because, yeah, we definitely need to set up something to start syncing. Are you out on the hunt for, whatchamacallits?
Hard drives?
Yeah.
No, I'm building stuff back at base. I'm going to consolidate all this iron into much more frames for the modular frame thing here. I'm also consolidating some materials.
Ladders are purchased.
Making random factories while we wait on computers.
Oh yeah, I should bring those back. As I look, as there's 80 in stockpile. So is your plan to start training plastic back to base, or what?
I mean, we just need computers for more power, right? Because remember, the ratio is for the 300 crude oil per minute to 5 refineries for fuel, and then to 16.67 fuel generators. What I figure we should do is, once you get computers going and we have enough power, we should be able to have enough for the parts for this space shipment. And then that will give us, the first one we can do is bauxite. And that'll give us the diluted fuel recipe through hard drives. And then after that, we can just use some basic bauxite to make, I think it's like 200 of the aluminum sheets, or 300. And then I can make the hover thing. And with the hover thing,
nice.
I can just go and log get all the rest of the hard drives.
Yeah, I follow. There's an enemy below the foundation I built.
It's like, you're in combat, you're out of combat, you're in combat, you're out of combat.
I should have built ammo for that rifle. Oh, rifle ammo is easy.
Yeah, it's just the smokeless powder plus copper sheets, I think.
Yeah.
You want to just make a stockpile of it?
I think I'm going to do that over here by the smokeless powder. Because I have copper sheets already also. That was very satisfying. Rifle did well.
I'm pretty sure they buffed the rifle, so... Go away. Building random factories is fun.
Gotta expand that production.
You know what they need in this game? Ladder hatches.
I like the idea.
Because currently, if you use ladders, it's just you have to have a hole in the floor, right?
Oh yeah.
Which operates on
Oh look, more space.
for increased
Dang it, I keep falling off. I'm dealing high damage to myself.
You should build one of those jetpacks that we just unlocked.
Yeah, but then then you need to build some fuel for it.
Nice factory going on up there.
Yeah, so what I'm doing here is I'm going to take that iron and I'm going to make the basic products here that we use to build stuff.
Yeah.
And then never touch this stuff. Never make it go anywhere. This is just the storage for it for when we need it.
I tried to jump over top of your booster and just got sucked inside of it instead.
Do we have signs yet?
Probably not.
And then we have my gigantic ramp going up to the red tree area. And we do not have signs yet.
We have 3 coupons. And I think 5 is the sweet spot. Or the signs I like is 5. Oh, up to 4 coupons, we'll have 5 right away. I just ran a bunch of smokeless powder into the sink. There you go.
Thank you. Now I get to go get some quartz because I need to make signs. You know, I also noticed on my single player game is once you get the hover pack, when you're flying around, for some reason it really increases your grab range.
That's interesting. I've never noticed that. It gets so dark at night and the sun sets so quickly.
My game is just really bright.
So to the northwest, are you able to see the planet in the sky?
I mean, to the north I have the Saturn-looking one.
Look how fast it's just booking it across the sky.
Run, planet, run!
I'm like, tidally and gravitationally, that's unsafe. So the planet just flew in front of the moon, which is cool, I guess. That's way too big to be a distant star, I assume. Unless they're like, no, it's really cold, so it doesn't give off that much light. So it must be a freaking massive moon? Or a really cold star?
Not sure if I should actually calculate how much ingot this costs, or if I just let it go and then, like, it can just push the rest of the ingots to the next one once it's finished producing a full box.
I'm really convinced on the just let it go program. Huge fan of the just wing it plan.
Like now let's see how bad I can mess up the power grid by removing some of these power lines.
Exciting times. That's where I double check and make sure I'm working where the power is. Where the power comes from.
Recall correctly, doing this refinement process doesn't actually take a lot of water.
Okay, I need to run fairly soon.
Alright, before you go, can you set up the manufacturer to start making the space parts?
Just manually haul the parts over, or
just make the manufacturer over by the space elevator, and then with we can just put the materials into there, and it'll manually, and then I'll just we can just count off how much we need. So, for example, I know for the part that requires 100, I think we need 100 computers. So we can use a manufacturer, have 100 computers going into one of the things from just a chest.
Okay, I'll bring 100 computers down.
Right, so you have a stockpile of circuits as well. So this one requires 100 computers, 100 heavy modular frames, and then 500 circuit boards, and then the automated wiring we can craft.
I'll split off the circuits to start stockpiling here, because they all got consumed in computers.
You need to work on your ratio management.
I need to grab more oil supply and produce more plastic. It's not a matter of the ratios, just need more of everything. Where I was looking at starting to produce the smart plates that were going to be needed for the next part along the way, where it's like, okay, well, we got rubber here, we got motors here, all I need is some bolted plates, and we can just make it along the way, but it's probably easier to haul it back to site. And then, like we did with the other frames, do the mass drop.
750 automated wirings. So we're going to need 750 stators and 1500 cable.
You might be able to produce that right where motors are being produced, because all you have to do is produce the cable.
The stators should already be made.
Yeah, stators are made, all you need is the cable.
Or we need 15,000 cable? No. How much do we need? We need 750 automated wiring, 50 crab, yeah. 750 automated wiring. So 15,000 cable. Which we probably have close to. If not, it's done already.
Yeah, it's stockpiled somewhere.
I already made the thing over here.
Awesome.
These 3 chests can have the other 3 parts that are just deposited. And then there's the assembler over here that can make the automated wiring.
Okay, 100
There's 100 computers. We need 100 heavy modulars.
circuit boards are the problem.
It's 500 circuit boards.
Okay, those will be stockpiled if you leave it and come back later.
All right.
What I did is I just split 50% that were going to computers into a storage container.
All right, and yeah, like I said, I'm going to make this factory here. It's just going to make basic parts. Please don't use those basic parts or ship them out anywhere. This is purely for, like,
Resupply.
Resupply, yeah.
Makes sense.
All right, I'm going to go through the fast hypertube. Whee! Yeah, literally like 5 seconds. The other way needs its boosters now.
Yeah.
But I think we'll need some more power before we do that because it uses like 400 megawatts.
We have a surplus.
We won't for long once factories are up and running. Do you have a full setup of fuel power yet?
No, I'm only consuming 3 things of fuel, or I'm only consuming 240 oil, which is producing plastic and rubber, and the residue is turning into fuel. So it's only a short line of fuel refineries.
Yeah, we're gonna need more because when I set up the factories for like bauxite and stuff like that, it's like 4,000 to 5,000 extra megawatts each.
Yeah.
But once we get into tier 7 and we get the diluted fuel, we can have one normal vein going to 10,000 megawatts. Did you go back to steel?
I went back to look at the oil to figure out if things are building up or slowing down. Have a look at the fuel production versus consumption.
We need a bit more plastic here, and then this last milestone will be done.
Oh, very close.
All right, should we call her here?
Call it and pick it up next time.
All right, next time maybe we'll do something useful. Thanks for watching.
We're burning oil. That's a big upgrade.
Hey folks, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to like, share, and comment. You can click on the left button to subscribe and the right one to watch more Satisfactory. Thanks for watching.